Normal eating consists of 3 meals and 1 to 3 or even 4 snacks. Usually, the meals consist of 3 to 4 food groups. The food groups are milk and milk products, breads and cereals, which is the grains group, meats and alternatives, and fruits and vegetables. When dealing with an eating disorder, fun foods are really important. Fun foods or desserts or extras category is something that you need to incorporate as your normal eating. Fat is also important to ensure that you get sufficient amounts of in your eating. If you do not have enough fat or fun food as part of your eating, there is a chance that you will feel deprived and be set up for cravings. And the portion size that's needed is dependent on the individual. Depends on what the young person is needing to grow and thrive. Most people eat in response to the internal signals of hunger and fullness. But for someone struggling with an eating disorder, those internal signals are just not effective, so external methods may be necessary. For a youth working on recovering from an eating disorder, the goal should be balanced eating. For example, food from all 4 food groups of Canada's Guide for Healthy Eating, plus fun foods that honor the taste buds. Examples of these fun foods would be cookies, cakes, desserts, chips. Fun foods are often the very first thing to go when an eating disorder develops. Sufficient fluids are also needed. There are individual variations, but on the average, at least 6 to 8 cups of fluids is required, depending on the physical state of the youth. And as in all things, moderation is important. All food consists of the following macronutrients. These are the only energy components that the human body can use. They are carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Carbohydrates are in grains, in fruits and vegetables, and in milk products. Carbs are your best source of energy, especially for your brain. When we eat complex carbohydrates such as pasta or rice, they help us feel satisfied. Getting enough carbs also allows us to use our protein as protein and not expensive source of energy. Protein is important for building or rebuilding us. We are made of protein. It is also important for immunity and is a source of satiety again, that feeling of being satisfied after we eat. So it protects against overeating. It is also essential for regulating our fluids, electrolytes, blood clotting, and transporting oxygen throughout the body. In a growing, developing youth, insufficient protein can lead to stunting, learning impairments, a shrunken heart, anemia, which is low iron, and muscle weakness. Vegetarians need to beware. They need a bit more protein than non-vegetarians. Fat is much feared in the general press, but it regulates appetite and allows us to feel really satisfied because it takes longest to digest. Also of note are the fat-soluble vitamins of A, D, E, and K. They actually need fat in the diet to absorb, digest, and transport these nutrients. It is really important for calcium to be noted at this point. Bone health is crucial for teens. Teens need an average of 3 to 4 servings of milk and milk products a day for optimum bone health. If weight restoration is required, a surprisingly large quantity of food is needed. Diet products such as low-fat and low-sugar foods are unhelpful for weight restoration or normalizing eating. Dependence on these foods strengthens the myth that guilt-free eating can only happen if it is low-cal or low-sugar foods.